The battlefield on the volcanic moon of Rathar had long fallen silent. Ash clouds hung low, jagged rocks glowed from molten veins beneath the crust, and the scent of plasma burns lingered like ghosts of the war just fought. Adam Carter, retired human veteran, moved through the debris with careful steps. He had been hired only as a guide, one last paycheck before disappearing to some quiet corner of the galaxy. But fate had different plans. A soft whimper made him pause. Adam turned his helmet's sensors toward the sound. Among cracked basalt, a young creature curled into her self-scales shimmering emerald, eyes bright gold despite tears. Her wings drooped, one bent awkwardly. She looked barely 10 in human years. A dragon girl, rare and fiercely protected by the Dracorian clans. Humans called them monsters. Adam had fought them once, hated them once, but that was before he learned monsters existed on every side. He approached slowly, hands visible. The girl recoiled, fear trembling through her small frame. "I'm not here to hurt you," Adam said, voice calm. "Where's your unit? Your kin?" She forced a breath and pointed a clawed hand toward a ridge. Adam followed her gaze on froze. A colossal dragoness, scales charred and armor shards embedded in her flesh, lay collapsed near a crater. She wasn't breathing steadily. The ground beneath her steamed with rapidly cooling blood, dark violet against gray stone. The girl limped to her mother's side, pressing her forehead to the dragoness's snout. She whispered through sobs, "Don't let my mama die, please." Human. Adam's gut twisted. He should walk away. Interfering with Dracorians was suicide. He didn't have medical supply for a being that size. And yet he saw flashes of another battlefield. Another child. His own daughter lifeless in his arms, while politicians called it necessary sacrifice. He swore never to fail a helpless child again. Adam dropped his gear beside the dragoness and scanned the wounds. Plasma burns, shrapnel piercing lungs, internal bleeding, and her heartbeat slowly fading. He keyed open his emergency "Hold on," he murmured to the girl. "I'll try." Human versus death. He injected nanites, adjusted trauma gel into the deepest gashes, and set up a field stabilizer designed for tanks, not living dragons. Sparks fountained as he overcharged it beyond safety limits. The girl watched every motion. "Why? Can you save her?" "I'm going to do everything I can," but stabilizing wasn't enough. The shrapnel there was too much. Dragon biology was a labyrinth. One wrong move, he could kill her instantly. He needed help. He opened his comm and switched to galactic emergency ban. "This is veteran Adam Carter." He transmitted, "I am with a critically injured Dracorian civilian. Request immediate evac, medical priority." Static. Then negative. Dracorians are classified as hostile with Adam grit his teeth. "She's not a soldier. She's a mother, and she's dying. Stand down, human." "That is an order." He cut the channel. Orders, the very thing that cost him his family. No more. He picked up his plasma cutter. "Kid," he said to the dragon girl, "I need you to be brave. Hold her still." Though frightened, she nodded laid her tiny claws gently on her mother's head. Adam burned away plates of cracked armor, then reached in with steady fingers, removing shard after shard, ignoring his own blood dripping into the wound. Heat scorched him, but he didn't stop. Hours passed, or maybe minutes. Pain meant nothing. Focus meant everything. Finally he sealed the wounds with regenerative foam. The dragoness's breathing improved slightly, but her heart, still weaked up. The girl looked at him with tear-filled hope. "Mama, she's fighting," Adam said, "but she's not safe yet." When the enemy arrived, thunderous wingbeats cut the air. Adam spun around, rifle raised. A flight of Dracorian wardens descended around their massive armored dragons, eyes burning with war fury. "Human," the squad leader roared. "Step away from the queen." Adam blinked. Queen. This dying dragon was their monarch. He lowered the rifle but didn't move away from her side. The little dragon girl rushed forward. "He saved Mama. He's helping." A murmur rippled through the warriors, confusion, disbelief. The warden leader snarled, "Lies. Humans slaughtered our nests. Why would one aid our bloodline?" Adam stared back, exhausted but unyielding. "Because she's her mother. Because that child asked me. Because I'm done letting war decide who deserves to live." He spread his empty hands. "If you want to kill me, go ahead. But she needs a med chip now." The dragon warriors exchanged glances. The leader studied the wound sites patched with human methods. Clever, desperate, effective. He bowed his head a fraction. "You chose honor over hate." He signaled his unit. 4 dragons opened their dorsal ports, deploying a mobile biotech pod. Cables and organic conduits snaked into the queen's wounds, pumping restorative serum and oxygen-rich compounds. Her heartbeat strengthened. The little dragon, Girl crashed into Adam's legs, hugging him tight despite his armor. Her voice shook against him. Thank you. Thank you, human. Adam placed a gentle hand on her head. Take care of her. That's all I want. The unthinkable reward when the queen awakened. Her molten gold eyes locked onto the veteran human kneeling beside her. You risked your life for my child, she said, voice deep like rumbling magma. Adam nodded once. Any parent would do the same. Not among your kind, a warden growled. Adam gave a tired half smile. Maybe it's time that changed. The queen studied him, ancient, powerful, yet humbled by a simple truth. You owe no allegiance to the Dracorian throne, she said, yet you acted nobly. Such strength deserves recognition. She rose weakly but still majestic. With one wing scarred, yet graceful, she tapped his shoulder. Adam Carter of Earth, I name you a guardian to my daughter, an honored friend to our clan. Gasps from every warrior. This was a title no outsider had ever received. Adam blinked. I didn't do it for titles. The queen's sharp-fanged smile softened. I know. That is why you earned it. The little dragon girl snuggled beside him, her tiny wings wrapped around his arm. Will you stay with us? She asked. Adam hesitated. He had been running from his past, from memories, from silence. But here someone needed him again. He looked at the queen, at the child he saved, at the sky clearing above a land once soaked in hatred. I'll stay, he whispered. HFY, humanity at its best war, had forged Adam into a weapon. But compassion made him a hero. One human veteran, one terrified little dragon. One mother saved against all odds. And somewhere across the stars, the first spark of peace ignited. Because a human refused to walk away.